Man Hour Nation brought to you by Brooks Roofing and Siding. Contact them at 812-868-7663 or online at brooksroofingin.com. Brooks Roofing and Siding, protection you need when nature strikes.
Are you ready for the best damn radio show on the planet? Man Hour Nation, rise up.
You don't want to be every time, no. I would like to personally welcome you to Man Hour After Dark. Say that thing. While I bring you the host, Mike, Buck, and Cone. You know who's coming to the sports talk than what you about to hear right here. I second that.
Go. You know that it's us when we talking about sports. Giving you facts on the field to the court. Tune in, we need the support. 1 hour too short, then listen some more. On all your stations, not dropping no music. Stripes like Adidas, but Nike just do it. Down 4 in the 4th, we go for the win. Michael 2 seconds, we taking it in. Buck, Mike, and Combs, you know what's going on. Man, now we're After Dark, no LA, we the big spark. No 4th and inches won't cut you short. Got the best talking, it's all sports. Buzzing more than buzzer beaters. We coming live all through your speakers, go.
And what is up, Man Hour Nation? Michael Buckasha here with the Man Hour. Sure to head over to manhourradio.com. Check out the merchandise page, of course. Check out the blog section as well. We have prop bets, blogs, drops, pop bet blogs dropping over there each and every day over there. So if you guys are interested in the prop bet game, head over there to manhourradio.com and check it out. My man Will Berry does great work over there and puts in a lot of time and a lot of effort into those blogs. So be sure to check it out, guys, and give him some love. Share those blogs as well. Today is Tuesday, and that means Overreaction Tuesday is what we are all about here today on the Man Hour. We're going to talk some little bit of NFL power rankings, and are the Detroit Lions really a top 10 team? We're also going to sprinkle a little bit of Washington Commanders talk as well. Jalen Hurts. And then, of course, you got to talk to New York Football Jets. How much of a clusterfuck are they going on right now? But first, it's time to get shocked. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, people of all ages. I love a good joke just like anybody else. I'm on TikTok having a good time, YouTube Shorts, all that good stuff. Facebook memes, I love all of it. I do. I'm a very funny individual and I like to laugh. But there's been this Santa letter that's been circling around the TikTok realm and whatnot. Basically, that's just like an 8-year-old kid that says, Santa, I am disappointed in my gift this year, yada, yada, yada. And it's all cute and funny and whatnot, but clearly it wasn't done by a kid because the old John Hancock on there was clearly way too good. Like, it was way too bad, good in a good way to be a kid's handwriting. Like, they would write like the E's backwards every time and the eyes would be super big with the circles and whatnot. Like, clearly it is fake. And people were blowing up about this. Oh, this kid should be punished. It's clearly fake. Chill out, calm down, sip it down now, you hear? But come on, people. Be better than that. It's all fun and games. Just laugh at the end of the day. We don't need to be all Karens and Chads or whatever you want to call it. Just stop it. Stop it. It's stupid. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, let's get this show started today. It is Overreaction Tuesday. Flying solo again tonight. That's the way I like it. It's all me, all my thoughts and I'll get interrupted by Combs' stupid ass. Nah, I love my man Combs. Man, that Coke Zero is still bad. But I gotta drink it. I bought a freaking 12-pack of like a dumbass. My man Alpha Rob's in the chat. Says, what is up, Buck? What's going on, Alpha Rob? Glad you can pop in tonight, man. I'm glad you are here. Arthur Brown is back in the house tonight. What's up, Arthur Brown? Hope you're having a grand night as well. Robert is in the chat. I'm not for sure what's that supposed to mean, but I guess it's an egg. I don't know, man. Thank you for popping in. I see Mama Buck in there as well. Glad to see my mama in there. Anna's in the chat as well. Oh, sorry, Alpha Rob. Didn't mean to pop that up again. But guys, it is going to be a good show tonight. It is Overreaction Tuesday. I do not have the jingles all done yet. I was reworking it and I realized that my voice is all, I'm like a 12-year-old boy. I like to do this. Alpha Rob says, throw that Coke Zero in the trash, man, dude. I would, but have you seen the cost of a freaking 12-pack right now? This thing's like $8. I'm paying like 75 cents a can. I mean, I just can't throw it away. Times are tough here, man. Jeez, like, I remember back when I first moved to Indiana, we could buy 3 12-packs for like $12. Now you buy one for $12. Like, you're like, what the hell is going on? What is going on with that? But guys, let's get started with Overreaction Tuesday. It is Overreaction Tuesday, guys, and we are going to overreact to some comments that have been going around the realm here. And obviously, BC Combs has released his power rankings. Let's go ahead and pull them up for you. I'm sure we'll be talking about them tomorrow unless he decides to bail on me again. But it is what it is at the end of the day. Where's this text message? Combsy, there you are. So his power rankings are, they're pretty much the same as last week's. At number 10, he had the Baltimore Ravens. At number 9, he has the Detroit Lions. At number 8, he has the Los Angeles Chargers. What? The Chargers at 8? Okay, whatever, man. Dallas Cowboys at 7. The Minnesota Vikings at 6. The Chiefs at 5. The Bengals at 4. The 49ers coming in at number 3. Coming in at 2 are the Buffalo Bills. And, of course, the best team in the NFL right now are the Philadelphia Eagles. So, on this Overreaction Tuesday here, right here at manhourradio.com, we want to talk a little bit about the Detroit Lions. Obviously, they are a very, very hot team right now. They have won 6 of their last 7. They're now 7-7 on the season. They have a 40% chance of making the playoffs right now. Good numbers, good thing. They're doing good things in Detroit. They have built the system up. They built it from the ground up. They got a good coach. They got a decent quarterback. The receiver core is coming together. And the list goes on and on and on. Really, the only weakness of this team is the defense, and they're just, when your offense scores 60 points, your defense can give up 55. But on this Overreaction Tuesday, is it a overreaction that the Detroit Lions are so high in these power rankings? I've seen some people have them high as number 5. Combs has them at number 9, right where he had them at last week as well. So when we think about this, guys, this is a very fluid power rankings here at Man Hour. We go by week by week by week. It is a little bit of a progressive scale, but it's basically week to week of like what teams are playing the best that particular week. And obviously the Detroit Lions are one of the hottest teams, if not the hottest team in the NFL right now. People can say the San Francisco 49ers are the hottest team, and then the Detroit Lions. So I definitely, see why he has them in those power rankings, but from an outsider looking in, to have the Detroit Lions at number 9, that's kind of an overreaction in my opinion. They're reaching for some straws there, and you're hoping something picks up. Because yes, the Detroit Lions offense is ranked 6th in the NFL per ESPN.com. Yes, they're putting up great points. Yes, they have won 6 of their last 7. Yes, they've beaten the Commanders, the Packers, the Bears, the Giants, the Jaguars, a Jaguars team we're like, whoa, where did this team come from, right? Then the Vikings, and then the Jets last week. They've beaten really, really good teams out there. And then they play the Panthers and the Bears and the Packers to round out the season, so they could finish 10-7. However, that 10-7 may not be good enough to make the playoffs. That 10-7, let's say it does get them into the playoffs as a 7 seed, right? Let's say the Seahawks fall off and the Commanders and the Giants both fall off as well, you know, and somehow the Detroit Lions slide up in there. Are they really going to make a run in the playoffs? No, they're not. They might battle a team close, keep it within 2 scores, but are they going to beat the Dallas Cowboys in a head-to-head matchup that they played? Granted, they won't play the Cowboys the first round, but let's say they play the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Let's say the Buccaneers make the playoffs. Are the Detroit Lions beating the Buccaneers? No. Let's look at number 2 seed because the Detroit Lions will probably be number 7 when it comes to the end. That is going to be the San Francisco 49ers. Are they going to beat the 49ers? Hell no. Hell no. Let's say somehow they get up to number 6 seed. Number 3 seed would probably be the Minnesota Vikings, right? Are they going to beat the Vikings again at home? No, they're not. So it is definitely an overreaction to have yes, I understand buying into the hype and seeing this team play well. They're 7-7. They're 6 of the last 7, yada, yada, yada. But their defense is ranked 31st in the league, guys. They have the worst defense in the league behind the Houston Texans. I should say in front of the Houston Texans. They're 31st in the league on the defense. That is not a very powerful team. So it is definitely an overreaction that I see that the Detroit Lions are even in the top 10 of the power rankings. I would have them like 11, 12, 13 range, but number 9, Combsy? Number 5, NFL.com or whoever had him at number 5. I don't know who had him at number 5, but I was like, what? What? Slow it down, baby. Slow it down. Overreaction Tuesday. All right, guys. So moving on to the next overreaction or not overreaction. Let's go ahead and talk about those infamous Washington Commanders. Washington Commanders lost Sunday night to the New York Football Giants on a play on a call. Like, what? I seen Scary Terry point at the referee and he's like, yeah, you're like you're good. We all saw it, but he threw the illegal formation flag and yada, yada, yada. We get it. But overreaction or not an overreaction, guys, let me know in the chat. Since the Commanders lost to the New York Football Giants, they will miss the playoffs. Wow. So, guys, the Commanders right now are 7-6-1. They are a game in front of the Detroit Lions, in front of the Seattle Seahawks as well. Pretty much, if the Commanders win, they are in. Even if they lose one, they're still in, I believe, over the Seahawks and the Detroit Lions. So, right now they're sitting at the 7 seed. Coming up here in the next 3 games, they play the San Francisco 49ers. The hottest team in the NFL. Hands down. You don't want to play the 49ers right now. No way, no how. Brock Purdy, CMC, Debo, George Kittle, all those boys are clicking right now. The defense is locking up. You don't want to play the 49ers. That's going to be a very telltale sign of the Commanders moving forward. But then they play the Browns. Browns are starting to come around a little bit, baby. They also have an outside chance of making the playoffs. They need to win out and, lots and lots of help, but we've seen crazier things. And then they finish the season out with the Cowboys. So to think that the Washington Commanders are going to miss the playoffs, guys, that is not an overreaction. Now, I do think the Washington Commanders are the most dangerous team if they make the playoffs. But you got to get there first. You got to get there first before you can be the most dangerous team. I think to make the playoffs in the NFC this year as a wild card, you're going to have to have 10 wins. Like I said, the Washington Commanders are sitting at 7-6-1 right now. they need 10 wins. They need to win out. Can they beat the 49ers? They can. Will they? No, they will not. 49ers are much too good right now. Will they beat the Browns? Yes. I do think they'll beat the Cleveland Browns. Will they beat the Dallas Cowboys? Maybe. Because the Dallas Cowboys will probably already have that 5 seed locked up, and they can't go up, and they really can't go down either. So why not play Cooper Rush and all the backups, right? So they could, in theory, win 2 of their last 3. But that does not get them into the playoffs, guys. That's only 9 wins. The Detroit Lions are going to win their last 3. The Detroit Lions' last 3 are against the Panthers, the Bears, and the Packers. The Detroit Lions are going to finish 10-7 on the CCC season. Commanders have to match that, and they're not going to. So is it an overreaction that the Commanders are going to miss the playoffs? Absolutely not. Because they are going to miss the playoffs. As much as that hurts me to say, because I've been an advocate of the Commanders like pretty much all season long. Actually, I don't know, since they kind of got on that run. I'm like, guys, this is a team that you don't want to play. Which is true. You do not want to play the Commanders. But you got to make the playoffs first, man. You got to make the playoffs first. And I don't see it happening. They're playing the 49ers, the Browns, the Cowboys. Hell, they could go 0-3, and that would not surprise me one bit. Now, if they beat the San Francisco 49ers, I think we see Chase Young come back. Chase Young will be rusty versus the Cleveland Browns, but we're going to have like a Chase Young, Myles Garrett kind of who's the best defensive end type of game, right? I still think they beat the Browns either or. And then you're battling for that last playoff spot, the last game of the season. Granted, I do think the Dallas Cowboys will still rest their players. So this week, this is a playoff game for the Washington Commanders on Sunday. This is a must-win. If you win, you're in. If you lose, you're out for the Commanders this week. I'm going to put it out there. That is what I think. That is what I think, and that's what I'm standing by. So, guys, if you want the Commanders to make the playoffs, you need to be San Francisco 49ers haters this week. Hope that Brock Purdy just shits the bed and does whatever rookie quarterbacks do, right? Basically be Lamar Jackson in December. Overreaction Tuesday. All right, guys. So the next overreaction we're going to talk about, or not an overreaction, Jalen Hurts. The man, the myth, the legend himself. Mr. Jalen Hurts. He suffered a shoulder sprain this last weekend versus the Chicago Bears. It was confirmed later by the coaching staff, I believe today. It was confirmed by them that he does, in fact, have a shoulder injury. Jalen Hurts comes out on Twitter and says that I will potentially play on Saturday versus the Dallas Cowboys. So, guys, is it an overreaction or underreaction that if Jalen Hurts plays on Saturday, it is going to hurt the Philadelphia Eagles moving forward? So, guys, the Philadelphia Eagles have a playoff berth clinched. They pretty much have the East clinched as well. They have like a 2.5 game lead. Basically, they need to win one more game and they clinch the East. That's basically what it comes down to. They need to get to that 14 win mark, and bada bing, bada boom, it is clinched. So, as winning the East is awesome, getting the top seed in the NFC is awesome because you get that rest week, yada, yada, yada. But also, if you are going to play your star quarterback with a hurt shoulder versus one of the best defenses in the league, they have like the second most sacks in the league, I think, this year. Why do you want to risk your quarterback in this game? Why do you want to risk the opportunity of him getting hurt worse and being a first-round playoff exit? Or first game playoff exit, I should say. Let's say they get the first round, be what, divisional, then I don't know what it's called. Yeah, it's divisional, isn't it? Like, The Philadelphia Eagles need to protect themselves from, or the Philadelphia Eagles needs to protect Jalen Hurts from himself. They need to sit him and play Gardner Minshew. Like, don't you guys remember Minshew Mania, the man, the myth, the legend, the Mr. Mustache himself, the long hair cowboy wearing booty shorts? Come on. You guys know that. Like, Jalen Hurts needs to sit down. It's simple. So are the Philadelphia Eagles in trouble if Jalen Hurts plays on Saturday? Guys, that is not an overreaction at all. You need your quarterback, you need your MVP healthy, 100% going into the playoffs. I don't care about 16-1. I don't care about an NFC East championship. I don't care about the number 1 overall seed. I want my quarterback 100% going into the playoffs. If I legitimately want to make a Super Bowl run like the Philadelphia Eagles can, which they should, they are the best team in the NFL right now. They should make a great run, but you have to have a healthy Jalen Hurts. Now, I've seen comments on Facebook. I've seen it. Well, the year Carson Wentz got hurt, and then Nick Foles came in, yada, yada, yada. Okay. Are you telling me that Gardner Minshew is just as good as Nick Foles was that particular year? Nick Foles now, like Nick Foles on any other team besides the Philadelphia Eagles just sucks. Now, Nick Foles on the Eagles, he's an MVP caliber quarterback. Are you telling me that Gardner Minshew is going to lead the Philadelphia Eagles to the Super Bowl? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. If you guys truly think that, you are higher than a kite. You are higher than a kite. So sit Jalen Hurts this week. I feel that the Philadelphia Eagles can beat the Dallas Cowboys with Gardner Minshew as a quarterback this weekend. Playoffs? Probably not. But this weekend, yeah. The Dallas Cowboys are licking their wounds and kind of just being, what? Like, they're kind of lost right now. Kind of lost. Overreaction Tuesday. Alrighty, guys, let's move on to the final Overreaction Tuesday of the night. I don't know what's going on Facebook right now, but I don't see the chat. But I guess Arthur Brown, really? I guess really, I don't know. My chat's kind of fucked up right now, but it is what it is at the end of the day. Let's start this last overreaction, or not overreaction, on this Tuesday edition of Man Hour, manhourradio.com. Check it out. Good stuff over there. Get some merch. But Robert Saleh on Monday, of course, Robert Saleh is the coach of the New York Jets. He says, and I quote, "We have not decided on the quarterback situation yet moving forward for Thursday night game versus the Jaguars." And it come out today, Tuesday, that Mike White is out indefinitely with a concussion. So obviously Robert Saleh has since put Zach Wilson as starting quarterback again for the second time in a row moving forward. But let's say Zach Wilson was to start over Mike White, and Mike White was healthy. And there's a quarterback controversy per se. Overreaction or not overreaction, if Zach Wilson were to start over a healthy Mike White, Robert Saleh would have lost the locker room. Guys, that is not an overreaction either. It is not. Because once you bench a starting quarterback in the middle of a season, whether it be week 9, week 10, or week 4, if your starting quarterback gets benched because of bad play, because of this, and this, or whatever, you have to ride that train till the end of the season. Once you insert that starting quarterback back in over a backup that is playing well, you have lost your locker room. What is happening in New York right now is they cannot control the locker room. Mims is not happy with his touches or the offensive play scheme. He wanted traded earlier in the year. Somebody else wanted out as well. I can't even think of the name right now. Right now. But those players wanted out. So when you insert Zach Wilson over a healthy Mike White right now, it's over, baby. It's over, baby. Tell me that is not right. Tell me that that's not true. Alrighty, guys. So that's going to be it for Man Hour tonight. We had some 4 overreactions or underreactions or whatever you want to call it. Overreaction Tuesday was here. Tomorrow, guys, we got Beastie Combs is supposed to be on. But you guys know the last couple weeks he's stood up because he's afraid of his power rankings. He's afraid to stand behind them. So Wednesday, we're going to corral him in like, look, bro, you're going to talk about it. You're going to tell me why the Baltimore Ravens are number 10. You're going to tell me why the Buffalo Bills are number 2. Sheesh. We're going to talk about it tomorrow, guys, right here on the Man Hour. See you tomorrow. We out.